Who is this Austin Powers?
The ultimate gentleman spy. Irresistible to women, deadly to his enemies. A legend in his own time.
Attention, stage 1. Laser cutting begins. Stage 3. Reanimation beginning.
Can science cheat death? With today's technology, it is possible to preserve a body at extremely low temperatures with essentially no deterioration indefinitely. So why freeze yourself? There is an assumption that the future civilizations will develop the technology in the medical field to repair any human body, hence one can live forever. The freezing process. After being pronounced legally dead, they supply enough oxygen to preserve brain functions. Then pack ice around the body and inject with heparin, an anticoagulant. This is used in order to prevent blood from clotting. Then remove water from the cells and replace with a cryoprotectant. This is a glycerol-based mixture that acts as a human antifreeze, which is also used to protect organs and tissues from forming ice crystals. Once the water is replaced, the body is then cooled on a bed of dry ice until it reaches negative 130 degrees Celsius. Then the body is placed into an individual container. Then that container is placed into a large metal tank filled with liquid nitrogen at a temperature of negative 196 degrees Celsius. The body is stored head down in order to protect the brain in case of a leak.
Creating cryogenic temperatures. This utilizes the compression and expansion of gases. The air is compressed, causing it to heat up. Then it cools back down while still pressurized. The compressed air is then cooled again, allowing it to expand back to atmospheric pressure. The expansion causes the air to cool and a portion of it to liquefy. It costs roughly $200,000 for full body preservation. However, for $80,000, you can freeze your brain only. So does it work? Unfortunately, no. No scientist has ever performed a successful restoration of life, as we currently do not have the technology to do this. Cryogenics in today's world. Although we do not have the technology to restore life, people do pay to have themselves frozen. However, on a smaller scale, we do use the process of freezing matter to sustain life, such as blood banks, organ transplant, therapeutic hypothermia, and fertility preservation. Blood banks refrigerate packs of red blood cells for up to 6 weeks. Some freeze the blood with a glycerol solution at negative 65 degrees Celsius, which can last for up to 10 years. Plasma is split into different components, some stored at negative 30 degrees Celsius. Hypothermic therapy. This is called targeted temperature management, or TTM. This is used in the event that blood flow to the brain was momentarily stopped. They use this in the event of a cardiac event, such as a heart attack, a TIA-CVA or a stroke, or spinal cord injury. It is thought to improve survival and can save brain function. It works by decreasing the brain's demand for oxygen and reduces the production of certain neurotransmitters that can damage the brain. The body is cooled to between 33 degrees Celsius and 36 degrees Celsius. They use cooling blankets, helmets, catheters, ice packs, and ice water. Fertility preservation. This is used in many instances, most often when someone is diagnosed with cancer. This uses the cryopreservation of ovarian tissue, eggs, sperm, or IVF embryos. You might have seen this recently in the news, as 2,000 eggs and embryos were compromised due to freezer malfunction in Ohio. So, although cryogenics has not been perfected, We do see variations of this concept throughout the medical field.
Where the am I?
I froze your in the cryo chamber, Dr. Evil, and saved the world.
In 500 years from then, freeze my freaking I'm gonna kill you, Austin Powers, with sharks, with freaking laser beams on their freaking heads.
You wish, Dr. Evil. You're frozen at negative 126 degrees Celsius. You aren't going anywhere anytime soon, dumb.
This is problematic. How are you gonna shag all the ladies if you're frozen?
Well, don't you worry about that, Dr. Evil. I've shagged enough to last more than one lifetime.
We'll discuss this in 500 years. In the meantime, Mini-Me will rule the world.
It's frickin' freezing in here, Mr. Bigglesworth.